Mr. Speaker, we need to address certain things. The Nigerian youth, the social media, the social influencers, all of these are making the narrative that we are seeing today, except we are joking with ourselves. Social media, yes, though good, has its negative impact. Let me first thank you for condemning the wanton killings and carnage that happened at Lekki. When I went through the comments, I could not believe it, Mr. Speaker. The curses, the abuses from children. And I ask myself, is this Nigeria? What is going on? Children cursing, people having the effrontery to enter an Oba's palace, hold the staff of office. Culture is gone. Mr. Speaker, in the next 5 years, there will be no Nigeria. If we don't start now. The youth is not only those who do the peaceful protest. Those who have looted, who have destroyed lives, they are youths as well. Mr. Speaker, pregnant women went into malls, picked things and went away. When shall we change this narrative? I put it to all the celebrities out there, all the motivational speakers. This is the only country we have. The wealthy will go. When anything happens, what is our common saying? We die here. Please, celebrities, please, social media influencers, stop the hatred already. You have a means constitutionally to change government. It's called your P.
When I saw the level of destruction that happened within Lagos State, I have only one word. Do they want to submerge this state? Is it because of 2023? Why are we here where we are today? My submission is very simple. Number one, EndSARS. Number two, the level of destruction. Number three, what leads us to this? Number four, way forward. When you see the celebrity coming out and joining the masses or the youth for EndSARS, their intention is very good. We salute their courage. We salute them. We see them as heroes. But what will you expect from somebody who does not have anything to eat, morning, night, or who does not even know when he's going to eat, and you are providing them with food, and you are expecting this to be peaceful? That is the beginning and the genesis of the problem. When you are protesting and you are giving them food, the miscreant that doesn't have food to eat, they will come. They wouldn't want it to end. That is the beginning. So when the celebrities were doing this, they forgot when to end it. If they have seen it coming, they're supposed to have stopped and go to dialogue. Dialogue is the key.
If we take the issue of Lekki as a case study, a lot of things played out. Social influencers aggravated the crisis. They provoked a lot of situations and sent fake news outside the country. Mr. Speaker, while this was going on, I did say that what was going on is a serious war against Lagos State. And it turned out there are a lot of political undertone and overtone in respect of this crisis, masterminded by some people who must be fished out if, as Honorable Desmond said, Nigeria must remain Nigeria in the next 5 years. A scheme has been hatched with these answers. We must get to the root so that we don't have a repeat of it. A repeat of it is likely to end Nigeria because they capitalize, those who are working these are unknown, they capitalize on the psychology of people, they capitalize on the notion of hunger in the country, and that's why they have now changed the tactics when the thing is submerging now. All they do now is go to where government is hiding, is keeping palliatives, and that they will mobilize people. The way they did in so many places, you will see people who could not afford 3 square meals now eating comfortable meal on the road. It's a way to mobilize people to the road and keep them on the road. Mr. Speaker, a lot of this has happened, and when you look at the arson that occurred in Lagos, you see that Lagos is the target, and of course, principal elements in the state, like we said, the issue of Asiwaju, despite the explanation, repeated explanation, video explanation by Asiwaju, a lot of people are still on him. This is a direct attack on his.
It's being controlled by the government, the central government. Indeed, they have a department for that. I think it's important because the misinformation that got to the people gave birth to this. And unfortunately, the so-called intellectual giants, the way this thing is being justified, is dangerous for our development. If those who are big and mighty in the country are also justifying whatever is happening with the French Revolution of 1789, that violence has been part of political development. Yes, fine, it happens in French, but we cannot use that to justify what is happening now. So it's important, and it's really, really important for us to look in that direction.
They had a plan, good one. We all sympathize with them. We all agree with them that we must protest and end SARS in Nigeria, but not to this extent of disrupting our heritage, attacking individuals, trying to bring the Southwest down for no reason. She said they had a strategy. Their strategy was there's no leader. And in a society where there's no leader, devil become the leader. That is the mistake they made. And at the end, sometimes they call them, come, let us discuss. They said they decided not to leave the road. And if they don't leave the road, how then do you expose other people to anarchy, to problems? And the government said, stop. They didn't stop. Okay, let's bear the curfew. So at least we can separate the miscreants from the real protest. Millennium children. They refused to move out of the street. In a state where we have government, where democratically elected people are there to represent them. And what did they cause? Those who want to hijack the problem, the protest, laid a siege. Who knows who shoots? At the end of the day, they're telling the whole world that people have been killed. Till today, there's no record of death. Till today, we did not see picture. The parent of the dead did not come out. And the end of the day, start attacking individuals. They moved to Asiwaju's house. They burn his property, burn his business. For what reason? People were making a phone conversation, telling them they're going to destroy Lagos. For what reason? For what reason did they attack Asiwaju? For what reason did they go to Akeolu's palace? Is that where Hensas will live? Is that where Hensas stay? Is that what eventually bring her to?
Then the Lekki incident. Like Honorable Desmond did mention, the social influencers did not help matter. They aggravated and catalyzed the destruction of Lagos. In fact, the way and manner it was put on social media, I could not even eat. I was down. I was very, very sad. I thought what we had, we cannot have less than 300 or 1,000 people who had died from such whatever. I was so down. But thanks to their age mate, they started putting the thing in perspective. The age that you said was dead is so and so place. There is so and so and so place, and there was no answer. But then the damage had been done before they started putting this out. The damage had been done, everything. The carnage, the killing, the maiming had been done. Why we must say that we must commiserate with all those who lost their life, either pre the Lekki or after, or even during whatever brutality that must have been meted out by the police. We must compensate with them. We must also, going forward, appeal to the Commission of Inquiry to do all that it could to make sure that there is disclosure, there is investigation, there is healing, and this thing is brought to closure, so to speak.
Again, before people are just mentioning Lekki, they shoot in Lekki. What causes the shooting? Is it not we? On Tuesday morning again, nobody touched you. Nobody even harassed any youth. You went to, I don't know what they call that place, Ajeromi Felodun local government, to burn that place. No, to Tuesday morning, no any curfew then. You went to that local government to burn it down. From there, you went to Orile. Look, I saw that one live. I was crying. You decided to beat the police officer to the last, killing him, macheting him. That, they killed that man. Not on Tuesday morning. And Yoruba will say, only Luoni Vedio too now. The governor now wake up and said, enough is enough. There should be a curfew on Tuesday afternoon. Then you said you are still in Lekki. Mr. Speaker, we had it clearly in what they are sending all this. You can have lacuna. Maybe you may pull lacuna in that their committee. So search the constitution for them. That is it, if the governor can pronounce something in the state, and you people decided that you will not go away, who are we? Are we going to take a law into our hands? Is that day that we want to hand the SARS and make sure they replace another one? Mr. Speaker, let me just leave that one in case for the people that want to work on that. Work. Don't say only Lekki. They said they remove camera at the end of the day. But some of them don't know what they are talking. The person that is managing a place, you will not allow you to damage. They don't even know differentiate between the camera and the one that is make sure capturing you assist.
Over 180 buses were burnt down. Who would suffer it? It is still us. Who did it? We were the ones that did it. Mr. Speaker, they were incited by what they read in the news and on the papers. Mr. Speaker, I also want to stand to also say my prayers that the need for the constitutional review should arise now. We must agitate for it at all costs. Also, the need for state policing should become priority on the lips of every honorable members we have both at the State Assembly and the National Assembly. Also, there is the need for the state government to also empower and strengthen our Lagos State Safety Neighborhood Corps, the LNSC. There is the need for us to strengthen them to also be able to bear arms and protect the citizens of our state. Also, Mr. Speaker, the need to regulate the social media has become more than necessary. Our influencers must be brought to books. Those who have spread the fake news, who has incited in one way or the other, should be